It starts with a rustle in the undergrowth, then the sharp snap of branches. By the time farmers hear it, it's already too late. A herd of wild boars, up to 200-strong beasts, erupt from the forest, charging straight into the fields. Cassava, corn, beans, sugarcane, flattened, uprooted, destroyed. In one night, a single herd can erase months of labor and tens of thousands of dollars worth of produce. So in Brazil, farmers have declared war by digging the ultimate defensive weapon: giant anti-boar trenches. These aren't just pests. They're intelligent, powerful, and relentless. They tear through plantations in the dead of night, dig up roots, flatten fields, and leave behind a wasteland. They spread diseases like brucellosis to cattle and pigs. They destroy electric fences like they're made of string. One farmer described them as bulldozers with tusks. In Sao Paulo, some herds now roam in packs of over 200 animals. You hear grunting and hooves in the dark, and then it's chaos. Faced with ruin, some farmers turn to a surprisingly low-tech idea: trenches, 1 to 1.5 meters deep, at least 1 meter wide. Steep, almost vertical walls, sometimes reinforced with metal mesh to stop erosion. The logic is simple. Wild boars can jump high, but not far. They're strong, but they're not climbers. When they reach the trench, they can't cross. They either fall in or turn back. It's not elegant, but it works. In field after field, farmers are seeing results. Up to 90% reduction in crop damage. No need for 24/7 patrols. Works through rain, darkness, and boar breeding season. A farmer from Presidente Prudente in São Paulo state shared his experience.
Before, I was losing up to half my harvest. Now it's maybe 5%. And the boars, still alive but looking for someone else's land.
Another one caught 7 boars on camera the very first night after the trench was finished, sniffing around, then giving up. Of course, trench warfare comes with a few problems. Cost. Digging can run up to some $5,000 per mile. In contrast, producing farms can lose $10,000 to $30,000 a year in crops. Maintenance. Heavy rains cause flooding and erosion. Therefore, a proper drainage system has to be put in place. Otherwise, the trench can become ineffective over time. Safety. Open trenches are dangerous for workers and machinery. Not practical on steep slopes or rocky terrain. And once you start, you have to commit. A half-finished trench is just a speed bump to a hungry boar. Surprisingly, the trenches don't just stop wild boars. They also block capybaras, South America's giant rodents, collared peccaries, even stray cattle and other wildlife. It's a one-size-fits-many kind of defense. Here's what one Brazilian farmer had to say.
People laughed when I said I'd dig a moat, but now they're asking me how deep to go. We used to sleep with one ear open, always listening. The trench gave us peace again. It's ugly, yeah, but so is a field full of trampled cassava.
With wild boar populations rising across the globe, this rough and ready Brazilian tactic might just inspire others. Because sometimes, when modern tech fails, the best solution is still a really big hole in the ground. Would you dig a trench to protect your farm? Tell us in the comments. And if you like this story of human versus beast, give us a like for more real-world farming battles.